warm welcome, येवकार तुमकां सगळ्यांक in this another session, interesting session with respect to certificate course in Konkani proficiency. Myself, Dr. Rajay Pawar, head of the Department of Konkani at Government College, Kepe, and today I'll be continuing with the remaining part of the adjective, that is Visheshan in Konkani language with respect to the formation of the words. In last session, we studied about its placement, how it is associated with noun and how it is associated with the verb part of it. So in this session, Visheshan, Linga and Vachan. So with respect to the gender part and with respect to the plurality form, how the adjectives are changed and when they are changed and when they remain as it is. So we'll look into this. Look at your screen, you'll be able to read ओ स्वरान सोप्पी विशेषणा महत्वाची असतात. The adjectives ending with O vowel, they are more important. We have to keep eye on those non-Konkani people should, while studying the adjective part, the Visheshan part of Konkani, should stress more on how that adjective ends with, whether it is ending with O swar, that is O vowel, or any other, a, e, u, a. We need not worry about those vowels because the major important part is wherein the adjective ends with O swar. Visheshanache roop ling vachanacher adarun astat. The form of the adjective depends on its gender and plurality. So here there are two tables wherein you can just read. I've given one example, I've cited one example. Boro dadlo. The word boro is an adjective and dadlo stands for a male. Boro means good, a good person or a good male. Then if it is plural, then we'll say dadlo. Right now I'm talking about only Purush Ling. So boro dadlo, and if it is in plural, then it becomes dadle, and automatically boro becomes bare. You have to listen carefully. It is bare. I have not pronounced it bare. This is totally a different word from bare. Here the pronunciation of re matters. So you should listen properly. Bare, baro, and the plural form is of that particular adjective is bare. Baro dadlo, bare dadle. If it was supposed to be strilingi, means the adjective, if it was associated with any strilingi noun, that is feminine noun, we'll consider an example of bail, that is a lady, woman. So bari bail. And if they are more in number, then we'll say bailo. So the moment we change the plurality of this bail from singular to plural, automatically the Visheshan, that is adjective, changes its form from bari to baryo. So bari bail, baryo bailo. Because the particular example that we are dealing with is boro and it ends with o swar. It ends with o swar. Ba, ro, ra plus o vowel. So we are dealing with this particular example where we have said that o swaran soppi visheshana ही महत्वाची असतात. हाजेर चड लक्ष दिवपाक जाय. We have to listen carefully those adjectives which adjectives are ending, those ending with the o vowel, because it changes its form according to the gender and according to the plurality part. So boro dadlo, bare dadle if the gender is masculine, bari bail, boryo bailo, the plural form, if the gender is feminine. And if it's a neutral form of gender, neuter, then it becomes bare भुरगें, automatically boro becomes bare. I told you few minutes back, the bare and bare are totally different words because it gives different meanings. They are not similar to each other. They are looking, if we write and if we look at the scripted form of it, then it looks similar, but it gives totally different meaning. So whenever we are pronouncing bare and bare gives different meaning, that we have to keep in mind. Bare dadle, bare burge, bari burgi, the plural form. So we get 6 different forms of one particular adjective, that is boro. The adjective is boro and its different forms are boro, bare, bari, baryo, bare and bari. These are 6 forms. There are 2 different forms in each category of gender, and one is with respect to singularity and one is with respect to plurality form of that particular noun. So now we will have some more exercise and we will have an example. So here, if you take this as a homework, what you have to do is you just have to write one example. So see, here I have written one example of one Purush Lingi. I have cited one example of Rado, that is male buffalo. And the Visheshan, what I have used here as an example is Kalo, which stands for black, the black buffalo, male buffalo. So the word Kalo means the adjective Kalo is ending with oswar. So we should be sure that it will have different forms with respect to the change in gender and change in from singularity to plurality or vice versa. So Kalo Redo. So the word Redo, buffalo, if we have to change it to plural, then it would be Rede. Look at your screen. So it would be Rede. The moment we change the form from singular to plural, automatically the adjective part also will change. So by now you must be able to form that actual form of the adjective of Kalo Redo to Ka Le Rede. So from Kalo it becomes Kale. There is one more example wherein we'll take an example of feminine gender. I've written Mhas, that is the female version of the buffalo. So accordingly, the Kalo becomes Kali, Kali Mhas. And the plural form of Mhas will be Mhashi. The moment we change it from Mhas to Mhashi, automatically Kalo, this Kali Mhas will become Kalyo Mhashi. It is Kalyo. L and Y consonants are clubbed together. It's a Zodakshar. Kalyo Mhashi. Kali Mhas, Kalyo Mhashi. And if we take an example of a neuter gender, that is Alingi, we'll say Reduk. Basically, Reduk is a calf of buffalo. In Konkani, we have a totally different word. It is not the gender of that particular calf. It is the gender of that particular noun. Hence, it is Alingi. So Reduk, Te Reduk, because we say Te Reduk. The moment we say Reduk or Te Reduk, the adjective becomes Kale from Kalo. This Kalo becomes Kale, Kale Reduk. The plural form of Reduk would be Redka. And the moment we change the plurality, the adjective will also change from Kale to काळी, रेडका. So we get 6 different forms: काळो रेडो, काळे रेडे, काळी म्हस, काळ्यो म्हशी, and काळे रेडूक, काळी रेडका. So here we get 6 different forms: काळो, काळे, काळी, काळ्यो, काळे, काळे, आणि काळी. So similarly, I have given homework for all of you to study. Here I have given, I will not explain you the different forms, but I have given certain examples. You can work on at home. I have given dhava. You use the whichever noun you wish to, but see that here the noun which will be used should be purushlingi. Here it should be strilingi, and here it should be alingi. If you are not sure about the gender part of it, please confirm it from any Konkani person. Don't tell them what you are using it for, because maybe they tend to tell you the actual form of the adjective, and then you will not be able to study. You just get the actual noun with respect to gender, and so also you get the plural form of it, of the same noun, and then you work on the changes in the adjective. You will get 6 different forms, 6 different types of visheshan with respect to the gender and plural or singular form. Similarly, here another example I have given, that is vadlo. Vadlo stands for bigger, and dhava stands for white. So I hope you all will be sincere in doing this homework, because this will help you to master the proficiency or to get the proficiency in Konkani language. I've given certain few more examples. I've given examples that are ending with O swar: shano, moto, tamdo. Tamdo, shano means a scholarly person. Moto is big in size. Tamdo again is red. Goro is fair. Sado is a simple man. Sado manis. Poilo stands for first. Khoro stands for truth, or maybe trustworthy. Trustworthy is not actually a kharo, it's vishwasu. So you can start with this particular example, and then similarly you will follow with all the remaining examples. I hope you will be doing this homework sincerely, so that you actually get the proficiency with respect to Konkani writing or Konkani speaking. So there are a few more examples I've given. So you just go through. But this particular part, till this screen, I was talking about the adjectives that are ending with O swar, because that is the main part wherein we face the certain complex changes. Here I have cited examples wherein the visheshan, the kriyapad, ends with remaining other vowels, that is a, e, u. And we need not worry about the different forms, because it remains as it is. See, I have given one. God. This God word, or the visheshan, the adjective, ends with a swar. There is no a swar at the end. So it is ending with a swar. So ambo is a purushlingi, to amo. Papai is a papaya. Ambo is mango. It is strilingi, papai. And pear is guava. It is bearing feminine, the neuter gender in Konkani language. So I have given 3 different examples of 3 different genders. But the adjective part, you must note that it does not change. God amo, God papai, God pear. If it is plural form, ame, then also it remains God ame, God papayo, and God pera. Similarly is the case with another, wherein I have cited an example of Alshi, a lazy person, Alshi burgo. So this particular adjective ends with iswar. Again, like aswar, it will not change its form. may it be any gender or may it be singular or plural. So आळशी बायल, आळशी भुरगें, आळशी भुरगे, then आळशी बायलो, the plural form of bail, that is lady, and भुरगें stands for child and children, भुरगीं. So आळशी भुरगीं. You need not worry about adjective that ends with aswar, iswar and uswar. Here there are few examples I've given. Aswar that ends with iswar and the one which are ending with uswar. You just keep on practicing. Here you will not face any changes, but you have to be keen on finding out the different forms wherein the adjective ends with oswar. If you master this, then you will surely have the proficiency with respect to the adjective part of it, the formation of the adjective words. So we'll think about verb, the remaining part of the formation of word, in next session. Till then, Dev bare karu. Thank you.